Hi everybody, this is Albie from Pasadena, California, and from my business partner Elizabetta in Macedonia. Both want to welcome you to this short video. And today I want to go into some tips on how to earn consistently online, sharing what you love. Okay. So first of all, this week we actually went down to San Diego. We had a really great time, and I want to share with you some really great pictures that we took down there, and also some great tips on how you can earn consistently sharing what you love on the internet. And so let's get into it. So this last weekend, my wife Jeanette and I traveled down to San Diego, and in the morning we woke up to a beautiful view of Shelter Island near Point Loma in San Diego. We took a walk along the shore and came across this really cool monument dedicated to the fishermen. As you can see, they're using 3 fishing rods just to catch this one gigantic fish. It was fun to see all the cool sailboats out in the bay, and also fun to see these kayakers rowing by. Then we decided to order some breakfast and really enjoyed sitting at a picnic table, eating our food and watching the boats come in. The bacon and eggs that Jeanette ordered tasted really, really great. As we were sitting there, a huge destroyer sailed by, and you could see all of its crew sitting on the bow. As we watched it head out to sea, you could see the islands out there that it was heading towards. We then headed for the beach, and you can see our cute dog Kiba sitting in the car as we were on our way. We then took Kiba down to the sand, and it was really fun to see Kiba walking into the water as if this was the greatest thing in the world. By the way, we had moved away from the San Diego area and Shelter Island, and we're now in La Jolla Cove, which is still part of San Diego County. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed our pictures from our trip down to San Diego and our cute Kiba baby. And now I'm going to give you some tips on how to share what you love and be able to earn on the internet at the same time. So stay tuned for a few more minutes. By the way, if you love travel like Jeanette and I do, then feel free to check out the link right here on the screen and just enter it into your browser, and you can see all the great discounts you get from being able to travel anywhere in the world. And we would love to have you on our team earning with us. So feel free to check that out, or just write it down, and then you can check it out later when you have a few minutes. Okay, so to begin, as you probably know, there's thousands and thousands of programs online where you can earn money. And from 2012 to 2018, I went through 40 different programs, trying out each one, working on them for some of them for 2 or 3 weeks, some of them for months at a time, some of them for years, and really was not able to earn anything, well, not very much, from all 40. Now, even 10 programs is a lot. I mean, you go out there and try to work even just 1 or 2 programs and see how long it takes you and put all your energy and effort into it. But then, try 10 and then 20 and then 30 and 40. It took me years to go through all these different programs. So I'm not saying that these programs are necessarily bad, but what I did learn was that there's 5 critical skills that you need to learn in order to succeed online, no matter what you're doing. The other thing I learned is that most of the videos that you watch on YouTube, they give you instructions how to do this and how to do that. I usually found that no matter what it is that I attempted to do, it always was 10 times harder than the video explained it to be. And I always found that I had to really focus on achieving that goal, and that it took a lot more energy than I had expected. And that's really the thing about working online. You have to really love what you do to stick with it. If you're just looking to make an extra buck or something like that, it's probably better to go and get a part-time job and work on the internet on the side so that you can actually find something that you really, really like, so you can stick with it long enough to actually begin earning from it. So I hope that really helps you. So now I'm going to go into some of the skills that I realized I had to learn after 5 or 6 years of working online. And these skills changed everything for me. But these skills do take time to learn, okay? I'm just going to be real with you. Okay, so let's get into it. Let me share with you what the skills are. Okay, so here's the 5 critical skills, and skill number 1 is effective advertising. And it is exactly what it says. You have to have effective advertising to get your promotions out there, to get people to see what you're all about, what you're advertising, what's going on with what you're selling. And if you don't get it in front of real people, that's the problem. There's so many promotion agencies that are scams that just will take your money and shoot your ad out to a lot of bots, and it won't really be seen by real people. And that's really important, that you find good advertising and that it works. Okay. The second thing is you have to be good at creating ads. Okay. Yeah, you can find different programs that already have ads made for you, but a lot of times those ad pages they wear out after just a little while. Okay, people get tired of seeing those same ads over and over again. So it's really good to be able to come up with something fresh that can really create people to turn around and look at your ad. And that's really important. I found that in order to get subscribers, in order to get people on my mailing list, I needed to come up with some ads that really, they didn't have to be incredible. They just needed to be enough to catch people's attention and get them to subscribe. And so that's really important. And there's also a little bit of a vicious circle, I think is what it's called. skill number 1 and skill number 2. If you have really bad advertising, but you have a really good ad page, okay, it won't make any difference, because even though you have a great ad page, the advertising is terrible, right? And vice versa. If you have a really good advertising, but you have a terrible ad page, it won't matter either, right? So it leads you in a circular motion of disaster. If you can see what I'm talking about here. And of course, if you have bad advertising and bad ad pages, of course, it's going to lead to nothing also. So it's really hard for beginners to be able to understand, is it the advertising that's bad, or is it the ad page that's bad? And it's really hard to identify what those are without learning how to track your ads properly to make sure that they're working. Okay, and that's all part of it. So skill number 3 is the cumulative effect of skill number 1 and 2, which is building your list. Okay, you have to build a big list before you're going to start seeing much happen, right? And skill number 4 is kind of like a spark plug inside of your engine, inside your car. You can have a big list, you can have a lot of people on your list, but if you don't know how to effectively communicate with them, then it's really for nothing, right? So, a lot of people go out there and buy these big lists of people and then send out emails or text messages or what have you to that big list, but a lot of those times those lists don't know who you are, because you went out and bought that list. These people have never seen you before. That's why I like building a list from scratch, because these people all know me, right? And so we built a list in the thousands, started completely from scratch, from the first subscriber. And yeah, does that take time? Yes, but everybody on your list gets to know who you are, right? And that's really, really important for building that communication that you need to have with your list. Okay, now skill number 5 is effective funnel building. And effective funnel building is kind of like a ladder, a value ladder that you're bringing people through. The first thing that's on your ladder is people seeing your ad or seeing something about you, and then the second rung of the ladder would be them actually getting involved with you, with what you have, by putting their name and email, on a capture page or squeeze page. And then the next step of the ladder with them seeing what you're actually doing, what kind of business you're promoting, what you're selling, etc. And so the ladder just keeps going up and up, and it keeps taking people through your value ladder, so to speak, through all the things of value that you have to offer. And each rung up the ladder is something that you can offer them to help them to achieve what they're looking for. All right, so that's the basics of the 5 critical skills. However, just looking at them from the offset, just looking at them at a glance, skill number 1, effective advertising, that took me a long time to learn. Each of these 5 things takes time, real time, to learn how to learn these things. But we can definitely help you. And once I actually started getting some actually understanding what these skills were, and actually getting some headway with them, and actually getting to master them a little bit, things started to change for me working online. And the same thing will happen to you, because these skills are real marketing skills that have been around since the beginning of time. Even though we're using them for the internet, back in, way back 4,000 years ago, this was all the same. You can go back to the Stone Age or the caveman. If you want to sell something, you have to talk to all the people in the village. You have to. Your store has to be there so everybody can see it. That's effective advertising. You have to have something that captures their attention. That's skill number 2, right? You have to build your list big. You have to have a lot of people seeing what you're doing if you want to have very much success. And you have to have communication. All the people in the village, you have to be able to communicate effectively with them, so that they would want to be part of what you're doing, or buy from you, or whatever. And of course, everything inside your shop is your effective funnel building. It's, your value ladder. What do you have in your shop that's going to help them? If you go into a Walmart, you can see they have a huge value ladder. There's tons of things that you can buy from them. And you walk in the store, and the first thing you might want to see is a candy bar. But you go in there, wanting maybe to get a rug, but you walk out with a TV and a toaster oven, right? So that's a value ladder, okay? So these are things that have been around since the beginning of time, and just we've just taken them and used and connected them to how with the internet, okay? So I hope that helps you understand what's going on here. Okay, so the first thing you need to do to actually start learning these skills is to get on our team so that we can actually help walk you through what these skills are and how they work and all the little details that go along with learning them. Yeah, you can go out there and try to learn them on your own, but I promise you it's going to take you a lot of effort, and also you're going to find yourself going in circles a lot. I know it from just me alone. I tried achieving skill number 1 by myself without any help, and it took me years, right? And it wasn't until 2018 that I came across a 7-figure mentor who actually helped guide me and to learn these skills properly, okay? And it's really important that you do learn them properly. Learn them properly, that is. So in the end, you're definitely going to need some good training and help and guidance so that you can go in the right direction and not get yourself caught in all these different, what you want to call them, quote unquote, traps that are waiting out there for you, that I got stuck in myself. And so I want to encourage you to join our team. You're going to find out more about our team by going to the website that I'm going to put on here for you. And when you're on our team, we're gonna work with you one-on-one, okay, personally. And so, if you as you go through the training, if you get stuck, you can always email me, call me if you're in the United States, connect with me on Skype or Facebook, and just ask your questions and say, hey, you know what, I need some help with this. And I'm going to get back, either myself or my business partner Elizabeth will get back with you and help you to figure that out so you can go to the next part, right? And it's really important having that guidance and someone there to help you. Right now, the training is really there for you, that's going to help you and guide you and give you what you really need to start, to getting a grasp on these 5 skills and being able to learn what it takes to market on the internet properly, okay? There's tons of programs out there, and I found that most of the programs want to try to make it easy for you. So they make it sound like it's so simple and you can achieve this and achieve high levels of income in just a short amount of time. I found those to be not true. And I found that once I had learned these skills made all the difference in the world. I could go out there and promote almost anything once I had these skills down, okay? And now that can be the same for you. You can take whatever you want, as long as you know where to advertise it, then it doesn't matter what you want to promote. As long as you know how to make the ads that go with it, as long as you know how to build your list, you can email your list or communicate with your list with whatever you want to communicate with them. It doesn't matter what you want to share with them, but as long as you know how to, and then as long as you know how to build that communication, that know, like, and trust with your customers, then they're going to trust you and join whatever you're promoting, right? And as long as you build your value ladders, as long as you build it so people can go from one step to the next, then you're going to have it's going to be all done properly, and you'll be able to earn from multiple from multiple different opportunities or projects or whatever it has that your value ladder consists of. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you. So just take the time and go to the link right on your screen and connect with us. All right, and also I'm going to leave on my email address so you can contact us if you have any questions as well. Okay, and I really look forward to working with you. One of the things I found is that I didn't have anyone to help me for years at a time, and I wanted, I want people to have the help that I didn't have. I want to be there for you. Both Elizabeth and I want to be able to help you and to guide you, and so we look forward to meeting you and being that catalyst to help you get to the next level. Okay, and thanks for watching our video. I hope you enjoyed all the different fun things that we saw in San Diego. As you can see, we connect with you by sharing things that we love, and you can learn how to do the same thing with what you love. What do you like to do? You can think about what you can start sharing with people from your life, and that's how you get the ball started. Okay, just to let you know, Elizabeth and I have used a different medium for advertising than YouTube to achieve our success, and we actually use email marketing. But as more time goes by, we realize more of the need for video, and we are branching out to learn and to create videos on YouTube. So we appreciate you taking the time to go through here and to see what we have, and we look forward to also getting to know you a little bit too. And don't forget to, you're helping us to be able to achieve our dream by subscribing below, by liking the video, and we want to help you achieve your dream as well. So just go to the link on here, and we want to help you to get somewhere and be able to achieve your dream. From Albie and from Elizabeth, we look forward to talking with you, and we'll see you soon. Until the next video. Bye-bye. Until next time, see you later.